Hi, welcome back to my channel where I talk about goofy stuff I find on the internet. On today's episode, what the fuck is happening in Sephora? And more importantly, why are their kids and preteens becoming so obsessed with skincare?
All she wants for the holidays is, well, not toys, but skincare products.
Recently, there's been a lot of talk surrounding kids as young as 8 crowding makeup stores like Sephora, hoarding and destroying testers, and being rude to workers as well as fellow customers. I've also seen an alarming amount of videos popping up of parents showing their young kids' Christmas lists, all littered with extremely expensive skincare and makeup brands like drunkelephant, Dior, Summer Fridays, and so on.
Christmas list. What's on it? We've got clothes, blanket, mini backpack, drunkelephant skincare. She's 7. 7 years old.
So what in the name of God is happening? By the way, if the audio sounds off, no it doesn't. The talk around skincare has risen dramatically in the last few years. I feel like people are now more informed than ever on what types of products their skin needs and how to use them. This knowledge mostly comes thanks to easily accessible information on the internet, and beauty influencers have a big part to play in it. I personally think it's great. I love skincare and I've really gotten into it recently. So it makes me happy that taking care of your skin and health has become such a widely discussed and important topic. I'm sure many people have seen drastic improvements in their skin health and thus a boost in confidence. But sadly, as great as free information is, the internet also loves to spawn trends that are slowly becoming the bane of my existence. In the recent years, we've seen the rise of huge beauty and lifestyle creators like Alex Earl or Kim Kardashian. And due to skincare being such a hot topic, of course big creators love to show off their own beauty routines. And that's great, good for you. I have no issue with that. But the problem arises when the tone shifts from the importance of skincare to glorifying certain products. You need this is my holy grail, I can't live without it, this transformed my skin, go buy it now. Obviously, everyone's skin is different, so everyone has their own favorites and they are well within their right to promote them. But I feel like this is where the problems start. People who are perhaps new to the skincare world, or are big fans of a particular creator, or they are literally 10 years old and can't quite think for themselves yet, are so easily persuaded into thinking that if this influencer has perfect glass skin and uses this product, I will have perfect glass skin if I use it as well. It's so easy to be sucked into this way of thinking, and I'm sure most of us have, me included. And young kids are especially susceptible to this. I remember as a kid always wanting to be like the older girls. The way they did their hair and makeup, and they smelled so good. I wanted to be just like that. And I think it's a completely normal part of being a preteen. Kids have a desire to take after someone they perceive as cool, because, they're fucking kids and they don't really have a sense of self yet. Plus, there is now more than ever this overwhelming need to fit in. So if all your classmates are using drunkelephant bronzing drops, you don't want to be the only one that isn't. And because the use of social media is so prevalent among young people, it just becomes this never-ending cycle of consumption where perfection can never really be achieved. But this whole trend, this is not normal. First off, the Christmas list. Because drunkelephant, like mostly every other company, decided to use social media influencers on TikTok in their marketing strategy, their audience is now children. Because TikTok's target audience is mostly children. I'm not exactly sure why out of all the luxury brands, drunkelephant became the final boss, but it is what it is. And it's not pretty. Kids as young as 7 are begging their parents for drunkelephant products for Christmas. Now, if you don't know, drunkelephant is a very expensive skincare brand who use a ton of active ingredients in their products because their target audience is grown adults and people with aging skin. Active ingredients mean that the products contain ingredients used to target specific problems, such as anti-aging, wrinkles, fine lines, texture, dullness, regeneration, and so on. These ingredients are usually things like retinols, hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, peptides, glycolic acids, and so much more. Now tell me, why does a 10-year-old whose skin hasn't even begun to mature yet, and whose skin is in the most healthy state it will ever be at, need active ingredients on their skin. Just because a product is trendy does not make it good, useful, or right for you. Putting the aforementioned rough ingredients on such young, still sensitive, and developing skin will do infinitely more harm than good. It can seriously damage the skin barrier, leading to so many troubles down the line. And kids obviously don't know that, and it's not their fault for wanting these products. Obviously, I don't blame the kids, but the need to consume along with the rude and entitled behavior has to come from somewhere, right? Can you guess where? Starts with a P, ends with an S. Oh my god, no, it's parents. The answer is parents. I saw a video of someone saying that the Sephora kids are the first generation of iPad kids entering our society, and I honestly couldn't agree more. I feel like parents need to actually parent their kid instead of dropping them off at a mall for 5 hours and letting them run wild. That's typically not great for anyone involved, especially the kid.
I kid y'all not, this little girl, while I was assisting another guest, walked up in front of my guest, didn't say hi, didn't say excuse me. She just proceeded to shove a Rare Beauty blush in my face and asked me, "Do you guys have this in the shade? I don't know what shade it is, this shade." Me and my client were just astonished. Like, did she really just do that? Still me trying to keep my composure. I'm like, I was kind of in the middle of helping somebody out right now, but I can take care of that when I'm done. And she's like, "Really quick, I gotta go. Like, I just need this one shade." So my client's just like, just go. Because, you know, we're both getting annoyed at this point. Her friend, dead ass, hit me in my fucking head trying to grab another blush. I looked up at her. She didn't even say sorry. Like, she was just looking at me like I was like a fucking peasant or something.
I see in the distance Drunk Elephant, and I see this girl who looks no more than 12 years old. And she's holding up the tester of like the Drunk Elephant, the moisturizer, the really viral one on TikTok that like you push down on the pump or whatever. And she's like holding it up, and I look over and like her mom is like saying no to her. And I'm just like, oh my God, it's real. These little girls are over here wanting $85 fucking worth of moisturizer.
Also, when I say parent your kid, I don't mean let them do whatever they want to. Like, I'm sorry, but why are you buying your 8-year-old an $80 retinol cream? The only reason these kids get to be such assholes is because the parents are enabling it. If you don't see something wrong with your kid asking for anti-aging products as a literal toddler, and then don't give them a talking to on why they don't need to grow up this fast, you maybe, perhaps, do not deserve the Parent of the Year award. But don't worry, I guess there's always next year. Also, I don't know which is worse. Parents giving into whatever their kids want, or parents buying kids products they don't even give a flying fuck to know the ingredients of first. Like, not only are these products insanely expensive, they are also harmful to your kid. How is this okay? By the way, this is not me saying that tweens can't be into skincare. Absolutely not. If you're a parent and you see your kid taking an interest in skin health, that's actually really good. Kids carry a lot of habits learned in childhood into adulthood, so having them be interested in self-care at such an early age is not at all a bad thing. But for God's sakes, they don't need luxury brands and products to start off with. Give them a simple cleanser and a moisturizer. Maybe a toner, if you're feeling crazy. It's the same with makeup too. I see kids getting Dior blushes and full coverage foundations for Christmas. What is a 12-year-old gonna cover up? You're a kid. Go cover yourself in mud or something. I don't know what kids do. I don't know. All I'm saying is all the girlies who received luxury makeup products for their 10th Christmas of being alive are surely going to be an absolute joy to be around later in life. Overall, I think it's just sad to see kids being pressured into growing up this fast. If you compare today's teens and tweens to that of the early 2000s, for example, the differences are mind-blowing. And yeah, I guess it's just an inevitable outcome when so much of our behavior and culture is dictated by media. But it's still so incredibly sad to see that so many kids have missed out on actually being a kid. Those awkward years when you're weird and ugly as hell, but that's fine because, you know, everybody is, and you get to learn and grow. Being pressured into fitting societal standards at this young of an age is just depressing, but there isn't much anyone can really do about it. Unfortunately, today's kids also don't have much variety for entertainment online. I'm 21, so at least my generation had online games like Animal Jam, Club Penguin, Transform Ice, and whatever those weird Friv games were. Because there are not many of those tween spaces available anymore, younger and younger kids are pushed into the mainstream channels like YouTube and TikTok. But this topic is way wider and more complex than I have time to discuss in this video. Plus, I really want to go play Transformice now, so yeah. Okay, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed my content, make sure to click the sub button as well as check out some of my other videos. The fog is coming. Bye!